This episode of the podcast brought to you by Farmer Nate's Hot Sauce Co. Farmer Nate's is based out of Covington, Kentucky, and they create flavorful hot sauces and seasonings. Farmer Nate's is made from peppers straight from his farm in Pioneer, Kentucky. Their mission is to create flavorful sauces and enhance any meal by putting an emphasis on organic and homegrown sustainability. Starting October 23rd, they're unleashing their newest taco seasoning that's going to surely change taco night for everyone. Make sure you get your hands on what everybody's talking about by going over to farmernateshotsauce.com. That's farmernatesauce.com, farmernatesauce.com. The link will be in the description. Farmer Nate's, where flavor meets fire.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and happy Halloween. Welcome to the Halloween edition of the Morning Woods podcast. Make sure you go down to the bottom, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. You know, it helps us boost the algorithm, and we want to get to your guys' page. We want to get on your phone, so if you want me to do that, you got to go down there and you got to hit that button. Today, joining me in studio for this very special Halloween episode is a very special guest. She's a tattoo artist here in Dayton, Ohio, and her name is Miss Shauna Mae.
How's it going, Johnny?
What is up, Shauna?
Doing okay.
Dude, thank you for coming and talking with me.
Thanks for having me.
Nah, this is fun. I love the fact that you dressed up. Could you tell everybody what your costume is?
I am Hugh Hefner today.
Oh my God, that's so dope, dude. I wish I would have been like Wonder Woman or something. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, Playboy bunny or something like that. I could have dressed up in this like a slutty Wonder Woman though. I don't know why I see myself in a slutty, like a little, you know.
There's still time.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do in heels. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that
There's
easy.
not a chance. It's not that easy. What? You're 5'3" in heels, huh?
Yeah, on a good day.
You're a drink of water, my dude. You're literally just like a little lemon drop, dude.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, dude. I can't believe it. How do you even hold that tattoo gun? It's crazy.
Listen.
Is it heavy on your wrist?
Sometimes.
My God. You have those little Burger King hands, man.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Now, you do some really cool tattoo work, though, and in theme of Halloween, why don't we, Dylan, can you pull up that Michael Myers that she did? Let's bring that up. There we go. Look at that, everybody. So what is this your first like horror piece? What inspired this? Was this just the person wanted a Michael Myers, or are you kind of into horror? Or?
Yeah, I'm super into horror. 10 months out of the year, that's what I'm watching is scary movies. Sometimes you got to take a break around Christmas, but
you want to get some good vibes.
No, Michael Myers, this is actually a piece that I really liked because I grew up loving horror films and so on and so forth. So I'm glad that somebody was able to get something like that.
That's so fun. Yeah, I love it. Well, as a comedian too, I love it when some things are like topically relevant to the rest of the world that mean something to me, because then I get to make a joke or kind of, you know, you get to say something that relates to you that means something, but also you can show other people and kind of showcase your work. So whether it's like a joke or a tattoo, I think that's cool how it sometimes culminates, right? Like as an artist, I can relate to you in that way, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely, in the service industry, you get to like connect with people on that level, have the same interests, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's really dope. Hell yeah. So what began your journey as a tattoo artist? Because this is not like an everyday profession, right? This is not like a lawyer or a doctor or something. This is a little bit different. So how did that journey begin for you?
It's actually really funny. It wasn't anything I would have ever pictured myself doing, but I was drawing all my own tattoos when I first started getting tattooed. So I had the artist at the time had suggested that I at least, look into an apprenticeship. So I did that. However, I was raised Southern Baptist. So when I decided to be a tattoo artist, I was put on the prayer list by my parents. Like, oh, we'll pray for you. The demons got your soul kind of thing. So,
how old were you when this happened?
I was already 25 by the time that happened. But yeah, they're like, oh,
The demons was in there then.
Oh, they were there. They've been living
yeah.
rent free. Yes, sir.
Okay, so then that kind of brought on, you wanted to do something different, and you were just like, I just want to just kind of find how did it work out?
Honestly, I was already going to school to be a teacher at Wright State at the time, and when I started substituting, I realized I don't really like kids. So, not that I dislike kids, but junior high kids are assholes. So, I was already tattooing, and I was looking for a reason not to. You
didn't want to tattoo the kids anymore.
I mean...
So how many junior high students did you tattoo before you finally got kicked out?
I didn't didn't tattoo none of them.
You're a bad girl, dude.
I'm the worst.
This is crazy.
For
oh
sure.
man, you're a criminal.
I mean, you have no idea.
No, but let's not talk about that unless you want to, because
No.
that's good. That's juice. You guys want to hear that shit, don't you? Comment below about her. We'll put her rap sheet in the comments section.
No, please don't.
No, that's not. This thing's gonna blow up, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's we shouldn't have said that."
Oh, God bless it.
But yeah, so okay, so essentially, your parents wanted you to be a teacher, huh? Is that something that they kind of pushed you into doing?
No, I thought I wanted to. My sister and my mom both teach, so I kind of wanted to follow in their footsteps. So it was just something. I went to massage school, graduated from there, and decided I didn't want to do that either. So
yeah. You're just trying to figure it out?
So a whole bunch of college years to be a tattoo artist. So, yeah.
That's dope, though. I mean, sometimes things call to you, right? And, like, when you get this obsession, it's really hard to kind of put it down. And I understand that because, like, I have this obsession with the things that I do. And it's hard to put it down. And when you believe in it enough, it works, right? There's a small group of people who it works for. And I think if you just stick it out long enough, it will work for you.
Yeah, whatever you see yourself doing, you should definitely go in that direction.
Yeah. So did you go and get some tattoos and you were like, okay, I'm going to do this? Or did you know someone that did tats? Or kind of how did you fall into the business?
At the time, my ex-boyfriend, he worked for Truth and Triumph. He was just a photographer. So I was kind of like up at that shop a little bit and kind of like being around the guys and talking to them how they like their jobs and so on and so forth. So I kind of just fell into it, honestly. So
yeah, just hanging around tattooing. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people who work at comedy clubs. Like they'll just be like a waiter or like a door person, and the next thing you know, they're like headlining clubs 5-10 years later because you know you get the bug. You get around these certain atmospheres, and it's very addictive. I love being in tattoo shops too. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not as tatted up as some people, but I have quite a few pieces. I've spent some hours in some shops, and it is a good atmosphere. It's like, and you get paid well to do it. And if you put in those freaking 10,000 hours, right, and you freaking get your work up, people will come.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah, your calendar will be booked up the next thing you know.
Yes, sir.
Right? You said you tattoo every day.
Every day, yes, sir.
Dude, that's so dope. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So, you are actually going to be opening a new location, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know that you have had another shop in the past, and there was problems with zoning in the building, and right, things got sold, and you guys weren't really aware of it as you were leasing the space.
Yes.
So you weren't really aware of what was going on, but now you are going to be opening up a new brick and mortar location where people can come and see you all the time and make appointments and everything, right?
Hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
Yes. And that's what's the, I don't know, is it on Wayne? Where's Carmichael's at? Is it on Wayne?
Wayne Avenue, yeah.
So you're going to have a shop on Wayne Avenue. Are you going to be calling it the same thing as your old shop? Or is it going to be number 2? You got a new thing in mind?
Yeah, I keep going back and forth as to whether or not I want to switch. But for right now, I'm going to just keep the same names, keep the same vibe. So
yeah. Is that easier also coming as a business owner? Is that kind of easier keeping those same names and licenses and everything?
Yeah, my LLC is under that name, so I might as well keep it for a little bit. I mean, I can switch it at any time. However, I'm just going to keep it. My merchandise, everything goes to Iron Grit is the name of the shop, so I'm just going to keep it that way.
I mean, I think it's badass, right? It's like simple enough, but it also really spells out like that punk vibe and that kind of like the mood that you want when you go into a tattoo shop, right? It's like iron and grit. It's like that's really how you feel, right?
Exactly.
So I dig that 100%. Hell yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm interested to kind of see you know where tattooing takes you. I'm sure you've been in some crazy situations and talked to some really interesting people. What can you tell me an interesting story about someone that you tatted or someone that you got to know, or you know, is there something that kind of like sticks with you, like a client or something like that?
My very first guest spot was in Deadwood, South Dakota. It was during the Sturgis Rally, and I worked at a shop called Aces and Eights out there. And in the shop, they served alcohol. So these people have been riding all day, drunk as heck, whatever you want to call it, drunk as fuck. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Okay, so they're drunk, and these women, you know, got their titties painted. They got no clothes on, whatever. So I probably it was maybe my first year was down, and I was really nervous because it was like a whole bunch of bikers and so on and so forth. So, but anyways, my very second tattoo that I did on that guest spot, my very first guest spot ever, the lady fell off the table and cracked her head open. So that That was a good story.
Holy
Not
shit.
a great story, but
While you were tattooing her?
because she's so drunk, they're allowed to drink in the tattoo shop, and she was waiting for her turn apparently a little too long. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so she busted her head. But over the years, I've been able to travel and go to a whole bunch of probably about 20, 25 states doing guest spots or conventions. So that's been fun, but nothing that the most recent one that came about, I had somebody that put down a deposit for me to tattoo their nutsack.
Oh my God, dude. Are you serious?
Listen
So
to
they had to send you the pictures and everything, right? So you could draw it out, and you had to like work for weeks to draw out this nutsack tattoo?
No.
Is this what's happening?
No,
Did you draw Michael Myers on someone's
oh my
nutsack?
God, that would hurt so
You
bad.
could do Freddy on one side and Jason on the other.
No, he actually wanted the LV from Louis Vuitton on his
This
nutsack.
dude's a baller.
Because he wanted to say he had a design. He's like, I want to tell bitches I got a designer bag, and I'm
Oh my God, dude, that's not even real. Are you serious?
not kidding. So
Oh my God, dude,
Yeah.
that's so funny.
yeah, he says he's wanted the tattoo since he was like 14. I'm like, oh my
Oh
God.
man, I like this guy.
I like this guy too. Like, all
I'll
right.
be honest with you, he's got moxie. You know, I like this style. You know, fuck.
Yeah,
I might get a nutsack tattoo. Is that in?
I mean, it can be.
Can you finish the story? Because we kind of riffed there and I interrupted you. But
No,
what
you're
went
okay.
on?
That was it. But he set down the deposit and he ended up getting something else tattooed. So he
On
just
his nutsack?
no.
Did you draw the nutsack tattoo, Shauna? That's
No,
what I need to know.
But I did get a picture of the nutsack.
Oh my God. Oh, that's so rich, dude.
I can send that to you
Can
later
you send
if
it?
you need it.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll pull it up on screen now. Dylan, go ahead and pull the sack.
He said pull the sack.
Cue the sack, Dylan.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, feels good to be the count. I know that. I was not counting on that guy to send you his nutsack, though. That's very funny. That makes the story like 10 times better.
I wanted to call his mom, but
Oh my God,
I'm
you
just
know
kidding.
the guy's mom.
No, but he's a kid. He was real young. So
Now, was
like,
it like spidered out, or how did he send it? Was it just hanging, or what? Do you think he fluffed a little?
he had his
Was there
hand
cock in
underneath it? Yeah, there was a little bit of shaft. Yeah.
He wanted to show you a little shaft. That's like
Yeah.
kind of like cleavage, though. That's not rude, is it?
I mean,
You feel like it was
rude,
too much
maybe not.
shaft?
Can
there-
it didn't show the tips.
Can there
so.
be too much shaft?
I mean, not in most people's world. So
Mm-hmm.
no.
Sure. Is it? Well, can I ask you this, if you don't mind? Is it more about the girth or the length?
I don't know.
That's okay if you don't want to talk about it. I just figured since we were talking about sex, I could sneak it in there. That'd be good YouTube content. We're getting banned for this shit.
For sure.
100%. I'm a wholesome guy. No, I'm not. Nah,
My
no.
parents would put you on the prayer list as well.
Oh, I hope they do. Man, I've been baptized twice. I don't think that shit took. I don't know what happened. They were. They tried though. You know. And do you believe in God? Are you a Christian?
I have a belief that there's something out there.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
I like to think there is too. I see that you're sinking down in that chair more and
I
more.
know. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
pull the
what's going
camera
on.
down just a little bit to make sure that we can see her. Let's check her camera, Dylan. Just the technical difficulties for you guys at home. We should just from now on we should just put people at the. I don't know why. Just the little airbag in it or whatever sinks down, and then I end up standing like 3 foot taller than everybody at the end of the episode. They're like, bro, I don't know. I look up to you, bro. It's weird. I can't explain it. No. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. This has been fun. I've been doing freaking podcasts all day. I did one earlier. I've been here since like 12 o'clock. So I don't know what time. What time is it right now, Dylan?
4:50.
I'm so tired right now. I have to do a show after this. I don't have to do it. I get to do a show with the Funny Bone after this. But this won't be out for a couple of weeks, so people won't actually even be. I can't promote it or anything, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm glad that we got to talk about your new shop and stuff. It seems like that's something that you really care about. I know I see you're pretty vocal about the fact that you're very passionate about tattooing, and it seems like you know, as an artist, I know that sometimes you can make a piece or do like a joke or probably a tattoo or write a song or something like that that can really touch people's lives. So sometimes those moments are like cooler than just getting to do it. It's like getting to do it alone and getting to do what you love every day is pretty fucking great. But like when you actually like make an impact on people's lives, And, I'm sure you're going to do that. And I'm sure you already have, like 100%. Is there any time that you can think that you've like impacted or like influenced other people, like with your work or besides the Louis Vuitton bag, which I'm sure was very inspiring?
My mom, as I said, is a teacher, so I've done either a charity event or a fundraiser for them almost every year because it's in a neighborhood where a lot of kids don't have their actual parents. So I was able to send some money a couple of different years to take them on field trips, and then I don't know. And then my friend just unfortunately, had his brother pass away, and his whole family got tattoos together, and you got to see them tell stories about their brother that passed away, and kind of just like gather around each other and be there for each other through that time. But yeah, like there's a lot of times when it's memorial tattoos that people respect what you're doing because you're able to give them something to remember, somebody that meant something to them for the rest of their life. So that's always awesome.
Yeah, it does stay with you for the rest of your life. I mean, that's why I think tattooing's so cool, and like kind of like why I really admire tattoo artists, because like you guys do something that's going to be with someone for the rest of their life almost, right? Unless you do like a bad tat or whatever, or someone just doesn't have that same partner, or right, there's things.
Oh yeah, if they
Things
break up,
change,
yeah.
right? Yeah. One of my good friends that I grew up with, Scott, which I hope he's listening, Scotty. He had this tattoo on his chest that said Erica, right? And all these years when we were teenagers, he had it on his chest, and they were together for a long time. And then they broke up, and it was like around 9/11, and so Scott got America with the Twin Towers tattooed on his chest, and I was like, I fucking love this guy.
That's perfect.
I was like, this is so fucking smart. Like, it's the best cover-up idea I've ever heard.
Yeah, you didn't even have to get rid of those.
Yeah, he didn't have to get rid of it. He just added AM, and he put the Twin Towers up there, and then obviously people love that. They're like, oh, very patriotic of you. He's like, yeah, I'll never forget that shit.
For life.
Yeah, for life. That's what tattooing is, for life. Do you ever think about that, like giving someone a tat at a young age, like a face tat or like a fucking dick tat or something like that will... Do you ever think about the consequences, or do you tell people no? Is there a time where you've been like, this is too much?
I haven't I'll try to steer people away from face tattoos like when they're real young, just because you don't know where you're going to go in life, or if they want a throat tattoo, anything on prime real estate, I let them think about it for a little bit before actually doing it. But yeah.
What's prime? Like fingers, face,
anything,
earlobes, neck?
Anything that people see like in a t-shirt. So like forearms, face, neck, anything you can see without putting on long sleeves. So
okay, yeah, because there can't. Well, I don't know. It feels like tattoo acceptance is bigger now than ever, right?
1,000%.
Because I see a lot of young people with tat, like their first tat is like a neck tat, right? And they don't even have shit on their arms. And I'm like, bro, get your sleeves up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like get some other stuff, but it's like at the same time, everybody's living young and fast and free. Now we live in a really wild time, don't we? It's a weird time to be alive.
1,000%.
A cool time though. Like I love that we have the internet and we're like connected with everybody at our fingertips. But it's like we live in decadence. Like there's too much, right?
Strange.
We have too much choices. Like there's no real connection anymore because we're like over connected.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I'm going to break the matrix. I just figured it out. Yeah. We're desensitized to the connection because we have everybody at our fingertips, but we don't really get that physical touch from humans anymore.
Yeah, we take it for granted.
Yeah. I don't mind having a bunch of hearts on my shit. It seems like that feels better than actually hanging out with people or something. You know? Sometimes it does. It doesn't, but it's like there's this artificial like feeling that you get from it, like this manufactured feeling, and then the dopamine, like it feels really good in the moment, but what feels better is actually making real connections with people. And so I'm sure as a tattoo artist, that's why I kind of was asking you some of the questions I was, because I know you like get intimately connected with people for hours at a time, and then they remember you forever. You'll probably forget because you'll do thousands of tattoos. Just like me, I'll do on thousands of stages, but I'll meet people that are really cool, that are pleasant, and that I'll remember, and people that are assholes or people that fall off of shit, right? You'll meet those people, and they won't make a huge impact on you, but you will make an impact because you're an artist and you're a performer and like that. I think you are. Even as a tattoo artist, you're still like a bit of a performance artist, right? Do you think so?
I mean, a lot to do with the service industry is being able to talk to anyone and connect with anyone. If they don't feel comfortable with you, they're not going to come back. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I think that's really important as well.
Yeah.
And then I have a lot of secrets on everyone. So.
Oh shit! You got the juice. Kind of like a hairstylist or something, right? Or a
1000%,
barber,
yeah.
in a way. Yeah, they're just talking to you. You get so comfortable talking for hours.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you'd be a good podcast guest. I was like, you probably talk to people all the time for hours on end
Hours
about
at a time.
personal shit.
Yeah, and then they'll bring in their significant other, and I'll be like, I've heard all about you, and I've never met you.
Oh,
so,
that's so cool.
So that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That must be a fun job. I've always admired art in general, but like actually putting art on people, right? It's just fucking, it's going mainstream. It feels like it seemed like there was a wave back, like, I don't know. I'm 33, but like I would say like 10 or 15 years ago, like you remember Kat Von D, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Of course you have to, I'm sure she made an impact on you at some point because there wasn't a lot of women tattoo artists then. And they're a little bit more now, but then especially not. So, I remember just seeing that on TV and thinking about how progressive that was and how cool it was seeing all those people in the shop and kind of, so that, yeah, I've always loved it and kind of, I like being behind the scenes of stuff like that too. And just seeing the inner workings of a different kind of business that not a lot of people get to put their eyes on.
Oh yeah, there's a lot that goes on in shops, so.
Yeah, I'm sure. Hell yeah. Well, how long have we been going, Dylan?
21 minutes.
21 minutes. Usually we do like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, but I've been going all day and I hate to cut it short. I feel like I can't get it up right now. You're like, all right, you know what? I'm just going to, it's fine. Just get out of here. I can't perform. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. This never happens.
I'm telling everyone.
Oh my God. I knew it. But no, I really appreciate you coming here and sharing your story with me. I think a big part of this is people make sure this will be out in a few weeks. So you guys make sure once Shauna gets her shop open, Iron Grit 2. Is that what it is?
Iron Grit for now, but yeah, it's going to be the second edition. Yeah.
Second edition of Iron Grit Tattoo on Wayne Avenue. It's adjacent to Carmichael's. It's in the same building. So right next door to there. You guys make sure you go check that out. Follow her on Instagram. You want to plug your IG?
Yeah. It's at missmadeyourlook. Or no, I lied. I changed. Miss Maybe Tomorrow and MAE, not with a Y. Sorry, I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, we'll Miss Maybe Tomorrow. You guys make sure you follow her on IG and make sure you guys go check her out down at the shop. Subscribe to this channel. Go to the bottom of the page. It takes like 1 second to just click the little button at the bottom of the thing and then make sure you put a thumbs up on this and follow me on IG too. And are we friends on Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't know. Not you, but are you? We should be. See, you guys could be friends with Shauna too, and you guys could follow our stories because we make cool shit and we want you guys to see it. Thank you so much for watching this. You guys have a great day. Peace out. Thank you, Dylan, for being here, buddy.